everyone, I'm Shannon Collects. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today is a very special video as it's my 300 subscriber special Q&A. I'd just like to say a big thank you for over 300 subscribers. We're almost at 400. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who's chosen to subscribe and support my channel. And I hope you enjoy my videos as much as I enjoy making them. Let's get into it. Question number 1 is what got me into MLP, or like when did I get into MLP or start collecting? So I'm 19. I was born in 2006 and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic aired in 2010. So I was in reception in primary school. I was like 4 to 5 years old and I started watching My Little Pony when it came on TV and I fell in love with it. I was absolutely obsessed, especially with like the earlier seasons. I had the full first season after it aired on DVD, and yeah, that's what really started my love for My Little Pony. And then because I liked the TV show so much, on a Christmas I was bought My Little Pony toys and I fell in love with the toy line. I quickly discovered MLP Tube. I looked up to people like MLP Stop Motion, Yum Soda. So then I stopped collecting in 2016 because I was 10 going on 11. And when you're 11, you go to secondary school. I felt like I was just getting too old because all of my friends had sold their toys, but I still had the interest. I just kind of pretended that I didn't to appear more typical. So I didn't sell my G4s, thankfully. I never really lost this interest in My Little Pony. I still was like a part of the fandom. I would still watch MLP Tube. I'd still see unboxings on my TikTok and my YouTube and enjoy them. I just wasn't like actively collecting. So in 2024, right at the end in December, I decided to start recollecting. And yeah, here we are now. Next question is how many My Little Ponies are there in my collection? And I have 143. The next question is what is my dream pony? I already have some of my dream ponies, but as for ponies I don't have, I think my biggest 2 dreams would be Plum Sweet and Flitterheart. I think they're both so cute. Unfortunately they are quite expensive here in England, so I'm waiting and hopefully I will be able to get them for an okay price. Also for unreleased ponies, prototypes, my favourite prototype is the Minty Type A. I would really like that pony as well, but that's a bit more of an unrealistic dream. Next is what is my favourite pony in my collection? I have so many ponies in my collection that I love, so I'll just show you some of the ponies I like the most. As I said, I have so many ponies I love in my collection and I consider to be a lot of my favourites, but I've just put a few here that you can see. The next question is what items do I feel the most proud to have in my collection? So I've chosen some here. Of course I'm proud of my full collection because I've put lots of time and effort. I have my mascot Sunny Rays, then I have Star Swirl. Star Swirl is the rarest pony in my collection and I love her colour palette, and it was just very surreal to me that I was able to get such a rare pony without breaking the bank, which I did not want to do because I don't like overpaying. She's just so beautiful and I'm so happy to have her. Then we have Princess Luna. I loved Princess Luna as a child. I still love her character so much, but I really wanted just a regular Princess Luna toy when I was younger, and my parents unfortunately could never find one of her in shops, so when I started recollecting, I bought one myself. And I was super proud of that purchase because it was quite expensive, and I used money from work to buy her, and it was my first like treat for myself that I'd actually purchased with my paychecks from work. And then we have Minty. This is because Minty, when I was younger, was seen as quite a rare pony. I remember in year 6, which is your final year of primary school, so I would have been 9 to 10, you had to do a presentation. You could choose what you wanted to do it on, just as long as it was a certain amount of slides, and I chose to do mine on toys. I spoke about the history of toys, basically, like the rarest and fun facts about them. I did My Little Pony, Beanie Boos, Moshi Monsters, Littlest Pet Shops. I don't know if I did anything else, but I definitely remember doing those 4. And for my Little Pony, I put Minty as being the rarest pony. I don't know if that was factual, but also I was like 9, so leave me alone if it wasn't. But yeah, so the fact that I spoke about her in my presentation when I was literally like 9 years old, and then I actually have her at 19, is really cute. The next question is, where do I buy my Little Ponies? So personally, I use Vinted the most. I love Vinted. I use the app to sell, so I'm very used to it. Second to that is eBay. I've also used Depop, and I also recommend Facebook Marketplace. You can get lots of cheap ponies on there, so it's worth having a look to see if there's anything in your area. And of course, charity shops or like thrift stores. I really want to go to a car boot sale as well. I haven't done that since I started recollecting, and I'd be intrigued to see if I could actually find any My Little Ponies. The next question is, which My Little Pony would I want to be? Which also ties in with my favourite My Little Pony, which is Fluttershy. I relate to Fluttershy a lot. I was shy growing up and still am quite shy now. And I also have struggled with social anxiety, and I feel like Fluttershy's, for a children's show, actually really good representation of social anxiety. And also she's very kind and just a big animal lover, and I'm also a big animal lover. I don't know if you heard that noise, but that was literally my cat knocking something over. Next question is, what G4 character I think should have had a toy release? I could go on for hours about all the ponies there are that never got a toy release that deserved one, but I can narrow it down to 2 that I think I would want the most. And that is Marble Pie and Flash Century. So Marble Pie, I love her character, and I think she's got a really cute design as well. And then Flash Century, obviously he was released an Equestria Girl, but I wish he got a toy release as well. Also, Flash and Twilight should have been Endgame. The bronies who stopped that at the time, I will never forgive you. I was watching that in real time as a child, and I was like, oh my gosh, Princess Twilight Sparkle, she's gonna have a romance with the Royal Guard. This is the best thing ever. And then nothing ever happened. The next question is, would I like to start collecting other generations of My Little Pony? And the answer is kind of. I have a wish list on my Pinterest, and I have some G3 brushables on that wish list. There's so many more G4s that I want, whereas there's a lot less G3 brushables that I want, but I do want some. I definitely want G3 Star Swirl, as I had G3 brushables as a child, and she was my favourite one that I owned. The next question is, what is the most expensive My Little Pony I have? This girl right here. Star Swirl is the most expensive My Little Pony I own. She cost me £43.75 in total, like including the shipping, Without the shipping, she was £39 something. She was one of my biggest wants for a very long time. And to be honest, the maximum I wanted to pay for this pony was £50. I was willing to go to £50 as she is an international exclusive. She has a reason to be priced higher than other My Little Ponies. I see so many people putting My Little Ponies that are not rare and don't have a reason to be a high price for a high price. Only ponies like international exclusives should be going for at most £50 on their own. Next question is, what was my first Beanie Boo? Here is my first Beanie Boo. It's Rainbow the Unicorn. She was gifted to me by my brother and my sister, I think for a birthday. After I got her, I fell in love with Beanie Boos and I started collecting them. The next question is, what's my favourite generation of My Little Pony? For the toy line, my favourite generation is definitely Generation 4. As for the media, I grew up with Friendship is Magic. It had such an impact on my life. I do have so much nostalgia and love for Friendship is Magic, but I also grew up watching the Generation 1 movie from 1986. And I really love that film. I have so much nostalgia for it. My grandma had it on DVD at her house and I used to watch it so often. My favourite generation is going to be joint between Generation 4 and Generation 1. The next question is, what is my favourite Beanie Boo? As for in my collection, my favourite Beanie Boo is Cookie. This is like the Valentine's Day edition of Cookie. As for my favourite Beanie Boo ever, I really want Kiwi the Frog. Kiwi the Frog is one of the rarest Beanie Boos, and oh my gosh, you guys, when I tell you I was obsessed with this frog as a child. I wanted him so bad. I watched the YouTube channel Cutie Juliet as a child and it really pushed my love of Beanie Boos that I already had even further. I still do to this day want a Kiwi the Frog. So the next question is about any kind of videos or projects I may have for the future. Something quite different to my content so far that I want to do in the future is maybe react to Generation 5. There's a lot of discourse in the My Little Pony fandom about Generation 5. A lot of people love it and a lot of people don't. I have not really involved myself in any of Generation 5. I know what the art style looks like and stuff, but I've never actually watched it. And I was thinking of doing a video where I react to the G5 movie, Unbiased, and give like my actual honest opinion on it. And then if that is received well, if you like that kind of video, I could maybe then start to react to the show. Next question is, what is my favourite colour? My favourite colours are pastels. I really like pastel pink, blue and purple, and I also really like turquoise too. The next question, if you're wondering what this is, that's my cat's tail. I just realised it was in the shot. It's my cat Arthie, that's his tail. Okay, the next question is plans for the future of any of my different socials. So I actually created a Minecraft social media, but I haven't created anything on there yet. But in the future, it's something I would really like to do. Not only did I grow up on MLP Tube, but I also grew up on Minecraft YouTube. I loved LD Shadow Lady, Stacy Plays, Aphmau, Smallish Beans. They have all been such inspirations to me. I really love the game Minecraft. It's my favourite game, and I would like to start some content creation on a different channel, completely separate to this channel, on Minecraft in the future. The next question is, what's my favourite fruit? I don't have a number one favourite. but I love strawberries, raspberries, cherries, and also mango. And my final question for today is, would I go back in time to 2010 to buy all of the My Little Ponies cheap? And you may be thinking, this answer is an obvious yes. Who wouldn't do that? But I'm actually going to say no, because my recollecting journey I started is way more special. The fact that I didn't get ponies I wanted as a child, and I created my social medias, and now I have over 300 people who have subscribed and enjoy my content, is just way more special to me, and that wouldn't have happened if I had bought all the ponies in 2010 for cheap. So even though pony collecting can be expensive, unfortunately, it's worth it because I have you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's Q&A. I tried to use all the questions I was given by you guys, so hopefully if you did ask a question, you got your answer today. Thank you again. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye everyone!